Highlights of some past presidential debates there. Let's set the stage for tomorrow night. You know the two candidates, Hillary Rodham Clinton versus Donald John Trump. She's 68, he's 70. Her strength coming into this campaign, political experience. She says she can run the government. His strength, he's an outsider. He says the government needs a business-like approach. Weaknesses? A lot of voters view her as dishonest. A lot of voters are worried when he goes off the cuff and talks off script. Heading into the debate, the top priority, Hillary Clinton wants to come across as more likable. Donald Trump wants to shake what I'll call that risky label. Now, we've never seen Donald Trump debate one-on-one before. And one big question is how he handles debating a woman, especially one we know will be challenging him on past statements she views as sexist and offensive. Maybe there's a lesson here.
Donald Trump said the following about you, quote, "Look at that face. Would anyone vote for that? Can you imagine that, the face of our next president?" Mr. Trump later said he was talking about your persona, not your appearance. Please feel free to respond what you think about his persona.
You know, it's interesting to me. Mr. Trump said that he heard Mr. Bush very clearly and what Mr. Bush said. I think women all over this country heard very clearly what Mr. Trump said.
I think she's got a beautiful face, and I think she's a beautiful woman.
Now, for time purposes, we didn't play all of that out. That was one of the classic moments of the primary debates.
You were innocent then, John.
He was clearly flustered if you watch the entirety of that, and then he gave that answer. Carly Fiorina was the only woman candidate, but you had the others on stage. This time it's going to be the two of them right there. That's the thing I'm most fascinated by. How does he handle that dynamic?
Right, and Hillary Clinton was in several one-on-one debates during the primary because it got down to just her and Bernie Sanders relatively quickly. It takes stamina, you know, and although Trump has questioned Hillary Clinton's stamina on various occasions, you know, we saw him sort of fall off the stage at the end of some of these primary debates. He would look tired, and so I think that's a question of can he show up consistently for the entire course of 90 minutes instead of, you know, when you're in a 10 or 15 person debate, you only have to talk every few, although the focus was always on Trump in all of those primary debates.
And I mean, we've seen some of these gender dynamics play out. Hillary Clinton with the Rick Lazio, him invading her space, Barack Obama calling her likable enough. I think at some point, John Edwards criticized her jacket in one of the debates, and she usually, I think, does well in those instances when gender is sort of an underlying kind of notion in terms of what's going on. She tends to use mockery. I think that's going to be really interesting to see if she does that and how Donald Trump deals with sort of being belittled by a woman on stage like that.
And he has an instinct to go after people's appearance. Time and time again over the years, he's done this, and I think, can he resist that temptation? Because you can see that really going off poorly if he does that against her.